The Luminous Archives of Halendor, English Story Level 5. In the ancient mountain city of Halendor, scholars spoke of a legendary archive said to be built from veins of living crystal. These archives were rumored to store not only written knowledge, but the very essence of memories left behind by generations. Kayles, a young historian with an unyielding curiosity, had dreamed of entering the archives since childhood, though few believed they were anything more than myth. One winter morning, after a rockslide near the northern cliffs, Kayles discovered a fissure glowing faintly beneath layers of ice. As he cleared the debris, a doorway carved from translucent stone emerged, humming softly with inner light. His pulse quickened. He knew he had found the entrance. Stepping inside, he was greeted by a long corridor lined with crystalline pillars, each pulsing like a heartbeat. The air felt alive as he ventured deeper. Crystals embedded in the wall shifted their glow, responding to his presence. When he touched the nearest pillar, a wave of warmth spread through him, followed by a vision of Halendor's founding people carving homes into cliffs, guided by shimmering lights. The crystal hadn't just stored information. It projected memories directly into his mind. As Kayles explored, he catalogued everything carefully. He found chambers dedicated to science, philosophy, music, and even forgotten languages. Each memory flickered to life through the crystal structures, forming immersive scenes around him. He spent hours walking through centuries of history, feeling more like a traveler in time than a researcher. But the deeper he went, the dimmer the crystals became. Soon he reached a vast hall where pillars lay cracked and dull. A heavy silence hung in the air. When Kayles placed his hand on one weakened surface, he saw fractured memory flashes of a once vibrant archive now fading because its energy source had collapsed. The mountain's natural crystal veins, which sustained the archives, had been disrupted by recent seismic shifts. Understanding the gravity of the situation, Kayles knew he needed to restore the flow of energy. Studying ancient schematics engraved in the archive's central chamber, he discovered a conduit system that channeled light from a giant crystal heart deep beneath the mountain. If he could reignite it, the archives might survive. The descent to the crystal heart was perilous. Narrow passages trembled with every step, and shifting stones echoed through the caverns. At last, Kayles reached a massive chamber where a once radiant crystal core sat dark and fractured. Surrounding it were ancient tools and diagrams left by long-vanished caretakers. Kayles worked for hours, aligning reflective shards, clearing debris, and stabilizing the chamber's supports. Finally, using a polished prism he fashioned from a fallen shard, he directed a beam of sunlight from a surface fissure straight into the heart. The crystal flared, releasing a brilliant surge of light that shot through the cavern like liquid fire. The mountain trembled not with danger, but with awakening. Light raced along hidden conduits, flooding back into the archives. Kayles followed the glowing trail upward, breathless with hope. When he reached the main halls again, the pillars radiated with renewed brilliance, spilling memories into the air in vivid detail. The archives had been saved. Word of Kayles's discovery spread across Halendor. Scholars flocked to study the revived memories, though Kayles kept many details secret to protect the fragile systems beneath the mountain. He became the appointed guardian of the Luminous Archives, spending years learning their rhythms and ensuring their preservation. And each night, as the crystals whispered ancient stories around him, Kayles felt deeply connected to every life that had come before, custodian not only of knowledge, but of living history itself.